Good evening. I think that's interesting. That's the first time anybody's ever read a bio of me in English like that, which says a lot. I think of a biography like my highlight reel. All the good things I did in life, all the things I did right, all the successes I've had. But it doesn't list all the things I did wrong. It doesn't list all the times I lost money, all the mistakes I made, all the wrong judgments I made, the wrong people I hung with, all the bad decisions I made. And that's what's really got me here where I am today. You know, I asked myself when Principal Ferris asked me to give this speech, I said, why me? You know, why would she ask me? When I was in middle school, I got kicked out of middle school 8 times. You know, I got my driver's license when I was 16, and I lost it 8 times in my lifetime, suspended for driving too fast. You know, I used to drink and drive. I've been in jail. I've done all kinds of things. You know, the question is, what's changed about me? What's different? Something had to change for me to accomplish all these different things that I accomplished. You know, sometime in my life I stopped and I had to look back and say, what is it I want for my life? You know, what goals do I have? What is it I really want to be? Because I was going in the wrong direction. You know, and I stopped and I said, look, the most important person in my life is my mother. And my mother used to be the principal of this school. She was actually, the last job she had in Pontiac was the principal of Herrington. Her name was Versa Coates. And my mother was probably more disappointed in me than she ever was glad or happy that I was accomplishing anything. So one of my major goals years ago was to make my mother finally proud of me. I wanted her to be proud of something I did. You know, Morehouse was great. I got my BS from Morehouse. I got my law degree. As soon as I got my law degree, I decided to change directions and go back into computer science and leave the country. And one of the reasons I left this country, one of the reasons I left the state to go to Morehouse is because I wanted to start again fresh. I knew I couldn't be the kind of person I wanted to be if I stayed here, because I stayed hanging around the same people I grew up with. And they got me into trouble all the time. And I told you guys last time I came to talk to you guys, the 6 people you spend the most time with, that's your future. You know? So I was hanging around with people who were fighting all the time, people who were drinking all the time, smoking weed all the time, selling drugs. I was hanging with those same people and I still was getting college degrees, but that was dragging my life down. You know, I had to take about 2 or 3 years ago was when I finally stopped and said, look, no more. I can't keep going where they're going. I can't keep doing what they're doing because I want more out of life. So all I'm here to tell you guys today is that you have an opportunity now. I think it's a great opportunity to be going from elementary school to middle school. You know, I made the mistake that as soon as I got to middle school, I started hanging with all the wrong people and doing all the wrong things. I reversed that, but it was a hard time. And I hate to see, the reason I come speak to you guys, and the reason I go do career days, the reason I always talk to kids when they come in the store, is because I don't want you to see you go down the same road I went down to get to where I'm at today. I would love to see you here where I'm at, stand up on the stage talking to you and trying to inspire you to be better, but I don't want to see you go through the pitfalls I went through, because you probably wouldn't survive the things I've survived. You know? My goal is to teach you guys how to be successful, you know, and that's this. Here's the secret. Set goals for yourself. I didn't start setting goals for myself. I had no goals until about 2 or 3 years ago. I was accomplishing plenty because I was following somebody else's direction. My mother told me I want you to be a lawyer. My mother told me I want you to go to Morehouse. My mother told me I want you to be successful. So I did all those things. It wasn't until my mother got sick and couldn't tell me anything anymore that I started thinking for myself. You know, now's the time for you guys to start thinking for yourselves. When you go to middle school, I encourage you to do this. Set goals for yourself before you even start. You'll probably have 5 or 6 classes. I don't know how it's structured. Set a goal for each class. Set a goal to get an A by the end of the year. That's a goal. That's a reachable goal for each and every one of you. My nephew is the same age as you guys. He's graduating or being promoted from Hickory Grove Elementary going to East Hills. And I asked him on Memorial Day, I said, Miles, do you plan to get all A's next year? You know what he said? He said, I said, that's not good enough. You know. It's got to be stronger than that. Your conviction's got to be stronger than that. Are you going to get A's all next year? So I said to him, let me tell you something. Here's the secret. If anybody in your class can get all A's, you can get all A's. Each one of you has the same amount of time that they have on this earth. Every day, 24 hours, right? You spend about 8 hours in school, 8 hours before you go to sleep, and 8 hours of sleep. If that person can use those same 8 hours between school and sleep to get an A, so can you. You have the same books that they have. You have the same pencils, the same paper. You can do everything that they do. You know, it's all about the choices you make, though, and how badly you want it. Right? Now I want to be successful. Now I have Timbuktu. I want Timbuktu to be a success. Now I want to encourage you guys on up here, standing here today. You know, You get to decide for yourselves now, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? I encourage you to do this. This is what I do now every day. Every morning when I wake up, I write down my top 10 goals in life. Now it's gotten to 14 because I keep adding new goals. I write down my top 14 goals every morning. Every morning. I wake up, brush my teeth, I write my goals. Right? Every night before I go to sleep, I write my goals down. I encourage you to do the same thing. And little by little, things will just start happening for you. Doors will start opening for me I never knew were even there. You know, it's called the corridor of success. Once you step into this corridor of success, doors start opening for you. People will start coming up to you and offering you things you never thought were even possible. You know, and I'm encouraging you all to do that. Write your goals down every day. And I'm not going to be long-winded. I have this long speech I was going to teach you guys about the theories of life and all this kind of stuff, but I don't have time. But I would like to leave you with this. These are called 4 questions to ponder. Right? The 4 whys. Number 1 question: why? Why get all A's? Why study that hard? Right? Why exercise? Why go to basketball practice? Why try to be a better drummer or a better trombone player? Why? You know, I don't have the answer to that, but the best answer to that question is why not? You know, why not? Life is short. Why not be all you can be? You know, why not be a better drummer? Why not be a better son to your mother or a better daughter to your father or mother? Why not go to church more often? Why not sing in the choir? Why not do everything you can do while you're here? You know. The 3rd question is, why not you? Right? Why not me? That's what I had to ask myself. Everybody around me is being successful. Why not me? You know, you guys are no different than the kids in Bloomfoot Hills, the kids in Farmington, or Auburn Hills, or any of them. If they can do it, you can do it. I guarantee you, if I can do it after all the things I did wrong, you can do it. Just start off right. It's hard to start from where I started at about 33 years old, changing my life around, than to start from 12 or 13 or you guys' age. The last question is this: why not now? Right? Take advantage of right now. Right? Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow's promised to nobody. Don't say, next year I'll get all A's, or next year I'll try harder, or tomorrow I'll try harder. You don't have tomorrow. You know? You have to change today. I had to do the same thing. I said, last year, why not now start Timbuktu? It's a bad economy, it's all that. No, I believe in myself. I don't believe in the news, I believe in my news. I believe in the future I want for myself. So I started my business. So I want you guys to ponder those 4 questions for yourself. Why not now? Why not now in Pontiac when they're trying to reinvent themselves? Why not you guys be the first class of middle school students to get all A's? I wish I could go talk to all the elementary schools in Pontiac, because now I'm hoping it'll be, 42 of you guys? 40. I hope there'll be 40 students of all A's next year because I talked to you. You know, that would make me very happy. But why not now? You guys are starting from scratch. There's nothing to compare you to. This middle school you're going to, you'll be the first class there. You know, you'll be the first class in 6th grade. So this is your first time to make a big impression. Impress me, and then impress yourselves, and then impress your parents, and then impress the world, like I'm trying to do. All right? If you guys ever need me, you know where to find me, right? Come see me. All right?